Hey, what's up guys? My name is Ben Clark and I'm a quadriplegic personal trainer. In today's video we're going to be using our resistance bands to be doing a cardio based workout. Before we get started, as always, make sure that you have checked professional before starting any form of exercise, especially what we're doing in today's video. Also, be sure to work within your limits. Make sure you've got a drinks bottle nearby and stay hydrated throughout the workout also. As I said, we're going to be doing a cardio-based workout using our resistance bands, and I'll get onto each of those exercises in turn. But the general idea is that we're going to be doing it, instead of doing reps, we're going to be doing it for time. So we're going to be doing 1 minute of the exercising, and then we're going to have 30 seconds rest, and we're going to repeat that 3 times on each exercise. But let's move on to the actual exercises themselves. Okay, so before we get started on doing any workout, it's always important to make sure that we're going to be warming up properly, and that's what we're going to be doing to start with. Very simple warm up, we're just going to be doing what I like to call arm swings, and to do that, very simple, you just start to swing your arm around in a circle. Now if you can't go around in a full circle like this, do not worry, just do what you can, just go through near your full range of motion, so not too much of a stretch, we're just getting those arms moving just to make sure that they are going to be warmed up and ready to exercise. And then let's go backwards to that now. So just moving in the opposite direction. Good work. Now the great thing about a warm up, as we change arms here, so let's go to this arm now forwards, is that it prepares you not just physically but mentally as well. And for me personally, doing a warm up is super important for my mental preparedness for it. So yeah, it's always good to think about that part of it now as well. Let's change to go backwards. And again, big circles, as big as you can get without going right to the end of the range. You're not trying to do a stretch here, you're just doing some mobility work. Good work. Now the next one, we're going to reach over and touch our opposite shoulder. If you can't get that far, just touch the near shoulder. And if you can't get that far, just sort of flick your arms up and see if you can get your elbows up at the same time. So that's just a range there. I know you guys watching this all have a wide variety of abilities, so just do what you can. It works. This is going through the bit of the tricep there, a little bit of the lats as well. Mini tricep work here. And get that elbow moving too. Okay, let's take both arms now and go up. So this is more of a lat work now. Again, if you can't get that far, just go up as far as you can, or just do one arm at a time if you're going to struggle with the balance. So you can just do one arm and the other arm. Good work. Okay, let's move on to working our chest a little bit here. So we're just going to take both arms out to the side. Again, if you can't do that, just do one and then the other. And the other again, just like that. If you can, do both at the same time. Good work. Let's give it a little bit of shake off and then do some shoulder rotations backwards. Good, that's helping with our scapula. Let's go forwards now, so the other direction. Good work everyone. And then let's shake that off and let's get started with our first workout. Okay, so exercise number 1 that we're doing today is a resistance band row. So with the resistance band here, all we're going to do is attach it to something that's nice and secure. With this, be sure that you have got it secure, and also that the thing that you attach it to isn't going to break or fall over while you're doing the exercise. The last thing we want is anything damaging there. Also check that the band is. If you don't have anything to attach it to, if you've got someone around, they can hold on to it, but again, make sure they're holding it nice and secure. We don't want anybody getting hurt during this exercise. Before we get started, I know your resistance bands are slightly different than mine. Now you've got ones that have got handles on, but what you can do is a few little adaptations if you've got active hands and you haven't got that hand function. You can use that regular active hand like I've got here, and you can attach this to the handle, which is one solution. The other solution is that you can use the D-rings, if you've got the D-ring here, and attach that straight to the band. I believe they've got carabiners on. If not, I've got a carabiner here, and you can attach it on. For me personally, I've got enough wrist flexion just to be able to grab it and pull it back, so that's fantastic for me. However, adapt accordingly for you. So, to do this, again, as I said in the beginning, we'll do 1 minute of work, 30 seconds rest, 1 minute work, 30 seconds rest, 1 minute work, 30 seconds rest. We're going to do one arm, and then we're going to switch over, so that means you're not switching back and forth, having to take those bands off each time, because that could be a bit of a pain. Alright then, without further ado, I think we should get started, okay? Okay, so to do this we need to be facing our anchor point. So for me this is facing the leg, and we're just going to pull it in like so, okay? Ready? We're going to go in 5 seconds time. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Rowing it in, nice and tight there. Keep that elbow in close. And putting it back. Try not to use your bicep too much. Try and use your back muscles a little bit more, okay? That's it, good going. We're 15 seconds in. If you're finding it's a little bit easy, you can either use a heavier resistance band, or what you can do is go a little bit further away from your anchor point, so just moving further back. Alternatively, if it's a little too hard, you can do the exact opposite of that. You can use a light resistance band, or you can come closer. But be sure that there is some resistance on the band most of the way through the exercise at least. Last 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, rest. So we've got 30 seconds rest now before we move into the second set. I'm going to move back just a tiny bit for myself, just so I got that resistance all the way through. Now if you've got the ability to, you can lean forwards a bit and lean into it a bit as well, but only if you can, okay? So don't worry too much about it. We've got another 5 seconds and we're going for our second minute. Stick it on the same arm. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good work. And what a good thing to do here is try and find a pace that you can do for the full minute, okay? So don't start off really quick and then slow down. And don't start off so slow that when you get to the end it's like you've not done anything. You want to find a nice rhythm, a nice pace that works you hard, but you can keep going. Excellent. So we've got 20 seconds left of this. Good work everyone, let's keep it moving. Last 10. 2, 1, rest. So it's good to also don't be afraid to go down on the resistance band if you feel like you've come into it a bit too heavy. You can move between resistance bands, just do what feels comfortable with you. Obviously there's a lot of variations you can do here, and we're all at different parts in our journey, so yeah, just because somebody else might be doing it heavier, that doesn't mean you have to if you can't. Ready, off we go again. Last minute on this arm before we swap over. There's quite short rest here. That's good. It's going to build up our muscular endurance as well as a little bit of our cardio at the same time. And this is simulating like a rowing action, so not too dissimilar if you were doing on a lake rowing or on a rowing machine in the gym. It's something you can do at home instead. Got 20 seconds left of this. And then we're going to switch arms after that. Last 10. And rest in there. Changing arms now. So we'll give it an extra minute just so you guys have a chance to be able to change it over if you're using any active hands or whatever you might be using. So yeah, we'll give you an extra 30 seconds and we'll be going a minute's rest on this one. So should be enough time to swap over. If not, you can always pause the video. There's another solution. So you've got another 30 seconds to go. But yeah, hope you're enjoying this workout so far. This is just the first exercise. Yeah, so this builds our muscular endurance because we're using that muscle quite a bit, and also is building up our cardio. Also, doing this exercise is the opposite of our pushing, because it's actually helping improve our posture, which is really good. The added benefit, I don't know if you've ever seen any Olympic rowers or that, they've normally got very good posture, so that's because they're working these back muscles. You ready? Off we go. Changing arms now. Good work. Keep it going, keep it moving. So I'd rather you find a pace that works for you, and you can do the full minute, then go in super quick to begin with and then slowing down. Good work, 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, resting there. 30 seconds rest again, and then we go again. Ooh, good job anyway. Might start to feel like your heart rate's getting up a little bit now. Maybe you get a little bit shorter of breath. Don't worry if you're not there yet, we will get there eventually. And if you're not, that just means that you need to maybe work at a slightly faster pace. But don't worry about it too much yet. We're only a little bit into it. Ready, off we go. Second set of this. So yeah, I'm a C7 quadriplegic, so I have got a little bit of wrist deflection. That's why I don't actually have to use the active hands of that now. Just it's easier for swapping and that. If I was in the gym and I was using a heavier weight, for sure, I would, on a cable machine or something, I would for sure use the active hands. They're a fantastic product. I use them all the time, normally, every day, but when it's these resistance bands, and it's lightweight stuff, it's not too bad, I can deal with this. We've got another 20 seconds. Good work. I'm starting to feel that burn in my back, in my upper shoulders here. That's good. That means we're working in that area. The burn's good. That's the no pain, no gain side, not the rest in there. Not the actually feeling sharp pain to that, that's not good. But the burning sort of sensation, that's what you're looking for. Okay, we've got 15 seconds and we're going to go to our last set on this arm. Let's keep that pace up that you've been doing this whole time through. And don't ease off. We're going 3, 2, 1, off we go. Again, put it in. So yeah, good job with carrying on. I hope you enjoyed last week's workout. And we'll be back for more. But if there's any types of workouts that you want to see, just send a message to Drew at Gym Possible. He can pass them on to me, and then we can do some workouts that are specific to what you want to know, what you want to do. All right. So there's room for options here. Obviously, we film in advance, so you might not get it straight away. If you get it in, I'm sure we'll be able to get a workout that's suitable for you guys at some point. Okay, we've got 10 more seconds here. 2, 1, rest in there. Excellent work. Make sure you grab yourself a drink, and then we'll be moving on to the second exercise of today. Okay, so for the second exercise we're doing today, we are going to be doing a chest press exercise. So this is similar to somebody who would be doing bench press in the gym, for example, but instead we're going to be doing it in a resistance band, with a resistance band, and we're going to be sat in our chairs. So to do this, it's a very simple maneuver. We put it behind us here, and we're going to press out just like so. Now I understand that some of you don't have the stability maybe to put both hands out like this, or that you haven't got weak triceps. So if you've got the weaker triceps, make sure you use the light resistance band you've got. And if you haven't got the balance, you can put one hand down with the resistance band still held and just push one out at a time. So just do one. And then for you guys, obviously you won't be following along because I'll be doing 1 minute, 30 seconds rest. So you can either do it 30 seconds on one arm, change arm 30 seconds on the other arm, and then have your 30 seconds rest. Or you can do a full minute, and then 30 seconds rest in your own time as well. If you're new to it, I recommend the 30 seconds, and then you can join in with us, all right? So maybe for the second set, I will do that so you guys can follow along at the same time. Okay, so let's get started with the first one. We're gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So just pushing those arms out in front of you. Excellent work. Also, try not to put your arms up while you're doing this. Try and push right out. You don't want that band flicking up or rolling up. Excellent. That's halfway through. Let's just keep this moving. This one will be quite tough, especially if you've got a heavier resistance band like this one is. Last 10 seconds, just keep it going. 3, 2, 1, rest in there. Okay, so we've got 30 seconds rest. Ooh, getting the spasm. This is part of the fun. Okay, so as I said, I will do the single arm one now with you guys that are doing that. Do that, you just simply have one arm in place. You can either put it here on your lap or jig your elbow in. We'll just do one at a time, and then we're doing 30 seconds on one and 30 seconds on the other arm. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So yeah, you can either do double arm or single arm. Feeling the burn now. Excellent work. Good, let's keep that going. 3, 2, 1, changing arms. If you're doing double arm, keep going. Excellent job, everyone. Let's keep that moving, let's keep it going. As I said, pick that pace that works for you, that you can keep doing the whole minute on, alright? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest in there. Excellent. 30 seconds rest. I'm going to go for one last set. Oh, I'm starting to feel the burn in my arms there myself, so it's definitely getting a good workout, and I hope you guys are too. Okay, we've got 10 seconds left of this rest. Off we go. Again, to this, you guys have got handles, so you can use those. If those handles are, say, a little bit too long for this one, I'm not sure the length of them, but you can wrap this around something, so I'll show you that in a minute as well. Good work, keep going. That's halfway, so switch arms. So you can have somebody hold it behind you if that's necessary, or you can attach to a pole or a table leg. Rest in there. Excellent work. Yeah, so an alternative to this would be to maybe tie it to something and just do one arm at a time, like we were doing there, or tie it to something behind and doing one arm at a time. The choice is really up to you, depending on how long these are. So yeah, that's it. I don't have your ones here, so I know what I've got. Anyway, let's move on to the next exercise. Hey, so the next exercise we are going to be doing is a band pull apart. Quite simple to what it is. You go simply this, you're going to pull that band apart, keeping those arms straight as we do it. Now, you might need to do a little bit of adaptations. Obviously this band is perfect for my arm length, but there are different arm lengths, different band lengths. So I'm just going to give you a few little adjustments depending on what you've got to help you guys to be able to do this exercise. So the first thing you can do is to shorten the band if necessary. So for me personally, I will wrap these around and then I can still pull it out and I get that bit more resistance. The other thing you can do is, if you can't wrap your hands around, is to use the active hands, and you can do both arms at the same time or one arm. Again, if you've got somebody or something you can attach to, you can just do that one arm at a time. Just have it facing to the side of you, just like so, and pulling just one arm at a time, okay? So there's plenty of things you can do here to make sure that this exercise is being done. You just got to adjust it to your level and what you can and what you can't do. And that's totally fine. That's part of the fun of learning about this kind of stuff. So, simply we just want to be pulling this band apart if we can. I'm going to do it with my hands wrapped once on either side, okay? So we're going to be going again for 1 minute and then 30 seconds rest. We're going to do that 3 times. We're going to be going in 15 seconds. So a little bit more rest before we get started. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I certainly am. It's a tough little one, but we get through it together, all right? 5 seconds to go, and we'll be all good. Ready? Off we go. So just pulling that apart, just like so. Try, if you can, to keep those arms straight, or, well, a slight bend in them anyway. Not fully straight, just a slight bend. Just like so. And what I like to do here is to start with this harder resistance. As I'm going through, I'm going to reduce it, okay? Because I don't think I can quite do this for a full minute 3 times, but I'm going to see what we can do, okay? So yeah, already starting to feel it there. We've got 20 seconds left of this one. Pulling that band apart. Trying to keep those arms so the elbows stay still. Just trying to move at those shoulders, okay? Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest in there. Okay, so I think you take one hand out of that bit. So it's got one now. As I say, guys, I don't have the same band you do, unfortunately. So I don't know the length of yours exactly. So just work with what you've got, and if necessary, just do the single arm. That's not too fun. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. Ready? Here we go again now. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So pulling apart. Great work. This feels a bit better for the full minute now. Sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error, finding what works for you. Because we're all different, and that's fine. And if you need to, take a break in between. that's also fine. I'm doing it every so often, so don't worry about it. Just a small break and then getting straight back into it where you can. Good work, just keep it going. Try and keep that pace so you can do the 4 minute on it. Last 10 seconds, let's keep it moving. 3, 2, 1, rest in there. I'm gonna span that out again, so I'm at the full length of it now. This just means the resistance is less, so it's a little bit easier as I'm going through, alright? Okay, 10 seconds to go. Hope you're still good, you're still keeping up. If you have any questions for me about this workout, you can send them to me and I will tell you how at the end. Or you can send them to Drew and he can message them to me, or whatever your contact is at Gym Possible or at RST. Just send them a message and they can always pass on, and I can help you out as we go through these workouts and just give you little extra tips, because as I said, everybody's different and I'm always having to adapt exercises for different levels of ability. That's what I specialise in. If you have anything you need to do, just get in touch. That's fine with me. Okay. Keep it going. Oh, feel it a little bit. Ooh. Keep it going. I do apologise about the yawning. It just happens when I exercise. And resting there. Excellent work, everybody. That's 3 sets. Make sure you get some water in you and we get going on the next one, alright? Okay, so for this exercise we are going to be doing a tricep extension. Now don't worry if you don't have tricep function, I'm going to show you an alternative that you can do for this workout. But I'm going to show you the tricep thing first, and I'm going to show you a couple of different ways you can do it, because it depends again on the resistance band that you have. Let's say for the first one here, the first variation is probably what you might have to do is to have the resistance band on the table. And we're going to do tricep extensions out like so, okay? On this one, you're probably going to need a light resistance band, okay? So make sure it's nice and light and pulling it behind you. The version that I'm going to be doing, so on that one, you can do 30 seconds on one arm, 30 seconds on the other, and then that would be your minute. But the one that I'm going to be doing, which you can do if you've got this type of resistance band, is to have it up on my shoulders, and then I'm going to be pushing it down like so. So I'm going to be working it both at the same time. Again, you might be able to do this if you've got a long resistance band with the handles on and attaching it to a bar. So that's the other solution. Now, if you do not have any sort of tricep function, don't worry. What I want you to do is do it straight arm instead. So we're trying to go for a very light resistance band and then straight arm pull there, just like so, okay? So straight arm with it, and that's your one. That way the triceps aren't moving. They're still getting a tiny little bit of work in if you can do that. Yeah, that's gonna be our workout. Again, we are gonna be doing 1 minute of workout, 30 seconds rest. If you're doing it single arm, 30 seconds on one arm, 30 seconds on the other arm, okay? We're gonna go in 8 seconds time. So you ready? 3, 2, 1, off you go. So pushing those out, extending the elbows. I'm gonna turn so you can see that. So this is what I'm doing here. Again, if you can't do this, then just go straight arm, okay? So if you're doing this, you can go like this instead, or you can put it on the table, putting it straight. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Change arms. If you're doing it single arm, that is. Doing it double arm, and keep going. Oh, starting to feel it. Keep it going, last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest in there. Okay, 30 seconds rest, and then we're gonna go again. Again, if you're here, you can do it. So that's the resistance band work there, or straight arm, okay? Straight arm, that means that it's only our rear deltoids that are working, but our triceps are working a tiny, tiny bit. So if you've got no triceps or very weak triceps, that's an option for you. Okay, we're gonna go in 5 seconds for our second set here. Hope you're doing all right so far. Doing well, off we go. Starting to feel it myself now. So my triceps don't fully work. So this is pretty difficult. They're there or thereabouts. They fatigue very quickly, these do. But improving that is going to massively improve my ability to push my wheelchair over distances. Okay, 15 seconds left. Resting there, excellent. We've got one last set to go, but it's a tough one, this one. Always leave the tough ones till last. So again, you can do straight arms, or you can do bent arm if you've got those bands. We're going to get in 15 seconds time. Alright, so the last little bit now. Let's make sure we're giving it a good amount of effort here, and that we are pushing right the way through the end. Okay, off we go. Excellent. Really feeling it. That's halfway. If you're doing a single arm, change arms to the other side now. Keep going. I'm feeling it. Just a little bit left to go though, come on. That was for me, not you. Also, it's good to remember, if you are struggling with this, I've been doing this for 10 years, every day pretty much exercising, resting there. So don't worry if you're just starting out, that's absolutely fine. Anyway, that is it for this session, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed that workout. I certainly did. I'm gonna make sure I get well hydrated now, get some good food inside me too. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, we'll be back again for another video very soon right here with Gym Possible and RST. If you want to know more about me, you can follow me on Adapt to Perform, and you can send me messages there as well. Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you want to find me. Adapt to Perform. You can send me a message and I will happily answer any questions you might have. Again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, alright?